Hello everybody, my name is Maria Fernanda Duarte, and in this video I'm gonna develop task 6 draw lessons for your learning, and I have to reflect about different methods that my former teachers used and how I can apply these methods to my own learning English process. And I remember when I was in 6th grade, I had a teacher called Suleima Ferrer, and she had traveled several times to the United States. So for that reason, she had a very good pronunciation, and she used to explain the class all the time in English. And that was very useful to us because many years ago, 20 years ago, we didn't have many teachers who used to speak in English along the class, so it is important to us to expose our ears to the native speaker's accent. And now I try to expose my ear listening to podcasts, to recordings in English, listening to watching news, watching series and videos and movies in English. That's the way I apply this method. And another thing she used to do is making groups to have conversation. And I do that nowadays. I do that, getting involved in different groups by the internet, thanks to technology, because by the internet, we can do all these things. So I try to get involved in groups where people from different countries try to practice their English. And then after that, I had another teacher when I was in 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th grade. Her name is Cristina Pinto. She was very strict, organized, and she used to plan her classes very well. And I remember she taught me the basic English structures so well that I remember all those structures till now. And another thing she did is she asked us to make these flashcards, and in front you can write the word in English, and behind you can write the meaning of the word. And this is a method I use until today. And I used to make a box, and in this box I put my flashcards. I get them into the little box. And this is the way I try to increase my vocabulary. This is a good method. The only bad thing is that sometimes I don't have many partners to practice these words with. And the last teacher was Peter. He was a neighbor of mine. After I graduated from school, I looked for a teacher to practice my English with, and I started to pay private classes to him. And I remember he was a very relaxed professor, and he used to encourage us to speak about different topics. And the way I do this is trying to get involved in this kind of groups I mentioned before. And so thank you for your attention, and see you next time.